Ka Meghalaya AIDS Control Society mendaga Sngi ka shitarik unok pra. Kala Rakhe ka World AIDS Day, bat yakane ka Sngi ha ka jylla, la Rakhe da ka ba Pynlong ya ka rally, da ki tuk bat ki kali. Kajing Pynlong ya kane ka rally, ka long ban pen thu pat ba. Bamday ban Ibein ya ki brio ki ba shakta ha knyang jingpang HIV AIDS. Uba Alexandra Kharkongor, uloong ba kajing Pynlong da kane ka rally hasor Shillong, ka long ban ay ya ki Khubor jeng kershan, syaki ba shakta ha HIV AIDS. Ba ula ay kubleiru ya ki saut li ki seng, ki nongnya tuk, ban nongnya kali, ki balawan syakmat, ban ay lem na kajing kershan ka jongki, ba ha kaju kapor, uloong ba ka jylla, kadai ka jylla, ka ba shakta ha HIV AIDS, ba limba kane ka rally, kala ban wanra ya kajing kala, ha ka imlang ka salang. Habakren ha kane ka Sngi, ka project Director jangka MACS ka Dr. R. Alia kaletu ba ki don hado san hajar ngut ki brio ha ka jylla ki bala pinrung kerteng ne ki bala itu yala de bagi syakta ha knyang jingpang. Kadba ki dang don sa kumba hendriu hajar ngut ki bala yo knyang jingpang Henry ki ba klempat wan syakmat ban pinitu yala de. Kala banjur baka imlang ka salang kamdei ban pej Ibein ya ki brio ki ba syakta ha uni knyang jingpang namaru HIV umdei ubaya bet glumar. Hakani ka rally lawan ru banya shimbenta na kinong mikmat mikinong yalam jong ka Shillong flat vendors ka Antique Wheels of Northeast ka Meghalaya Expulse Riders bat ka Shillong Endurance Motorcup bat ka Shillong Endurance Motorsports Club.
Khad yang ha ban shimbenta tinggal khad lang di Pynlong maru te knang ba ka message dei balong ba ni di ban ngim ban insting kan pang age pang di jingpang kung COVID mentaru di natu daw king lawan sebentar ke. Kani ketika Ford GPW ketika Slam sampu lah ketika kali tma baba ketupat ketika Willis CJ3B ketika Slam lupu ketupat ketika jung Pynlong jung bancan workshop ketika model gitu sanpo lai buat ketua besar pada ketika Kaiser jangan ke basna tapi mod ketika model ko kena oh bagaimana bakam tambah lada pisai kumtu lada pisai kini kali tumai kumtu ki duna ki beri ki ban pej kini ki plakat te kam tam lada ngisai kini kali bakam ipla kumtu te ki beri ki pej kali bat kin Pynlong ki plakat baru apil te awareness kan kambon te nang ni ngin sami nang ni kin sa flag off nang ni namal ki tingin ya round ya kulun ke plus bijar selam kra nantang lam kra ngin sawan pai yang sini segi sapen put no sini kin yo ban pekai kin yo ban shondom bagawai bakum gini kali gila di gitar jat te mentah bom di show pi te na tu daw ki pajbar kin kham poi hi ban peji kini kali te da ki wan ban peji kali ti kini banners ki ya kini ki plakat ir kin sawan kuli ke te kan sambiang ga awareness ke pangga it oh pihak ban ya da ke pej kum ga HIV kitu ki por ba kadang sapriang kitu ki por te ki bon mangi lating lai terba ila nang hi ban yu ban deal bat ka ni ka jingpang ke.
So today we'll be having this program, the car and bike rally, to observe this World AIDS Day as a way of a token showing the support to all the people who are living with HIV and to those families, friends who are actually affected by those people who are living with HIV. So at this very moment, I would like to thank the group. We have 4 groups here who are actually supporting us in this car and bike rally. One of them is the Shillong flat vendors, the cheaper groups. Then we have the Antique Wheels of Northeast. Then we have the Meghalaya Expulse Riders, and we also have the Meghalaya Motorsport, Meghalaya, the Shillong Motorsport Club. So these are the 4 groups which have come together to show the support. I hope all of you have come here with a big heart to show all the support to the people who are living with HIV and also to the community that we are living in, knowing that Meghalaya is also one of the state where HIV is on the rise. Also at the same time, there are many families who are affected by HIV. So we hope through this car and bike rally that we somehow can spread the message on HIV, how to end inequalities and AIDS, and pandemics.
And first of all, I would like to tell you that I am so happy and pleased to see like a number of the different groups coming here together to participate with us on today's day, the World AIDS Day. As mentioned earlier, the World AIDS Day is observed every year in honor of the people living with HIV, and also to remember those who have lost their lives to this illness. And every year, as you all know, there is a theme, and this year's theme is End Equalities, End AIDS and Pandemics. Why do they use this word End Equalities? As we all know that people living with HIV, they face a lot of stigma and discrimination. There have been instances where people living with HIV are thrown out of their houses, of their residences, of school-going children being thrown out of their schools, and of FIRs filed against them of people living with HIV for no fault of theirs. And all this stems from the fact that we still do not understand the basic facts of HIV. We all think that HIV is very contagious, is very infectious, but no. I just want to stress here today that HIV spreads only by there are only 4 modes of transmission. The number 1 is sexual mode with an infected person. Number 2 is the use of infected needles, and this is most common in the injecting drug users. Number 3 is infected blood and blood products, and the last one is from an infected mother to her unborn child, either during pregnancy or even during delivery or even breastfeeding. I want to stress here that HIV does not spread, through by hugging or by shaking hands or sharing of utensils or talking to each other. And it is a fact that HIV is also a pandemic which has become silent nowadays. With COVID, with all of us are focused on COVID, we tend to forget that HIV is a pandemic and it has been there for 40 years. In our state, there is a steady rise of HIV, and now we have more than 5,000 people who have been registered into our programs. That means who are infected with HIV. But there are still a very huge number who are infected but who did not come for testing, and we do not know their status. Why they do not come forward is because they are scared of the stigma, the discrimination, and the inequality which they may have to face if people come to know about their status. Please remember that being infected with HIV or having AIDS is like any other illness. Of course, there is no cure for AIDS, but if a person is infected with HIV and if they take the treatment regularly, which we call ART, they can live a healthy life. And a person who is on daily ART, on regular ART, the viral load also will come down. That means the virus also gets suppressed, and there is very less chance of them spreading to others.